First at 4, breaking news in the shooting death of Breonna Taylor. You can see the emotional reaction. There's a lot of disappointment in Louisville this afternoon. We also have breaking news in the investigation of a deadly hit and run involving a construction worker in I-94. And here's Paula.
The fight continues to keep students from getting lost with remote learning. We'll take you to the front lines where teachers are going above and beyond.
And we are still stealing summer, even though we are in our first week of autumn. Temperatures touched 80 today. Do we have a streak going into the weekend? Answers right now, first at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. Our breaking news is in the Breonna Taylor case. While one police officer faces a minor charge, no one is directly charged with Breonna Taylor's death. She was killed as police served a no-knock warrant in Louisville, Kentucky. The state's attorney general offered this plea after the decision.
If we simply act on emotion or outrage, there is no justice.
Now, this is some of the response outside as word spread. Louisville has been bracing for the reaction. Businesses are boarded up, and the chief of police preemptively declared a state of emergency. Kimberly Gill joins us in the newsroom. And Kim, the decision is already being blasted by the attorney for Taylor's family.
Karen, you're right. An attorney for Taylor's family calls the lack of charges, quote, outrageous and offensive. 3 police officers, as you remember, were involved. One officer was charged today, as you said, and investigators say he's not the one who fired at Taylor. So this gets a little bit complicated, but here is how things were laid out. Officer Brett Hankinson stands charged with 3 counts of wanton endangerment in connection with the police raid of Taylor's home on March 13th. Investigators say he showed extreme deference to human life when he fired shots into neighboring apartments. Taylor's boyfriend admits firing shots at the officers, saying they didn't identify themselves. Well, Kentucky's Attorney General says the investigation showed the officers did indeed identify themselves. So, by Kentucky law, their actions, including the shooting of Taylor, were justified.
Detective Cosgrove and Sergeant Mattingly were justified in returning fire because they were fired upon. I'll leave it to others to make determinations. We have vigorous self-defense laws in this state. And that is something that existed prior to this case.
We're very disappointed in the announcement made today. Essentially, the judgment that was released states that black people are the only people in this country who are blamed for their own unjust killing by law enforcement.
Now, this is a highly emotional case. It's received, as you know, national and international attention in recent weeks. We're monitoring the reaction on the streets of Louisville, and we'll bring you updates as things develop. And we'll have more coming up on the news at 5 and 6. Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim. A final farewell to an icon is underway right now. The body of the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is lying in repose at the High Court. It was a solemn ceremony as her casket arrived. Ginsburg's former law clerks lined up on the Supreme Court steps in the age of COVID, keeping their social distancing. Today, Chief Justice John Roberts remembered his former colleague.
It has been said that Ruth wanted to be an opera virtuoso, but became a rock star instead. But she chose the law. Subjected to discrimination in law school and the job market because she was a woman, Ruth would grow to become the leading advocate fighting such discrimination in court. She was not an opera star, but she found her stage right behind me in our courtroom.
Ginsburg will lie in repose at the Supreme Court today and tomorrow. Due to the pandemic, the casket is just outside the court. People are paying their respects below the steps. Former President Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton were there today. President Trump is expected to visit the High Court tomorrow. Following a big break for Michigan State Police today, the suspect in a deadly hit and run that killed a construction worker has turned himself in. 26-year-old Zach Morissette was hit while doing road work Monday on eastbound I-94 near 9 Mile. The driver never stopped. Well, this morning, state police believe they found the vehicle involved in the crash, and then this afternoon, the driver turned himself in to St. Clair Shores Police. No word yet on the charges he may face. Moving to Ray Township, where another hit-and-run case seems to be solved. Police have arrested the driver and identified the bicyclist who was killed Tuesday morning. Sheriff's deputies say 53-year-old Joseph J. was riding his bike Tuesday near 27 Mile and Romeo Plank when he was hit. Investigators say the driver did not stop at the scene. A 46-year-old Ray Township man was taken into custody this morning. Police say he could be arraigned on charges tomorrow. New COVID cases in Michigan, a new step for another vaccine, and new reassurance from the FDA. Those are some of the top stories in our coronavirus update today. The state of Michigan says it's recorded 705 cases across the state in the past 24 hours. Also reporting another 12 deaths. Today, Johnson & Johnson says its vaccine candidate has begun the final clinical trials in the U.S. It hopes to enroll 60,000 volunteers in 8 countries to test the treatment. Now, during a Senate hearing, the head of the FDA made this promise to Americans about vaccine safety.
FDA will not authorize or approve any COVID-19 vaccine before it has met the agency's rigorous expectations for safety and effectiveness. Decisions to authorize or approve any such vaccine or therapeutic will be made by the dedicated career staff at FDA through our thorough review processes, and science will guide our decisions. FDA will not permit any pressure from anyone to change that.
New at 5, our coverage of that hearing continues with some tough questions for the CDC director about recent flip-flops in its guidance. You have just 7 days left to answer the 2020 census, I should say. Today, the state is shedding some new light on how many of you really do need to fill out your forms. While Michigan is tied for 6th in the nation for getting the forms in, there is still work to be done. Across the state, about 150,000 households still need to be counted. The city of Detroit has been lagging behind with about 20,000 households that still need to answer. If the census stopped today, the state stands to lose more than $1 billion that could go to other states. It is the second day of fall, but boy, those temperatures are approaching 80 degrees and the smiles are out, Ben. We've got some more good weather in store as well.
We do, Karen. We're, I think, going to be on a streak here where we're going to be teetering pretty close to 80 for much of the remainder of the work week. So what you see out there is what we're expecting for both Thursday and Friday. 79 right now at Metro. We have been warmer already this afternoon. Monroe, one of the warm spots at 82, and everybody warmer than they were yesterday, about 5 degrees plus, especially there on the east side, with a little bit more of a difference compared to what we had yesterday. Average highs this time of year, low 70s, so we're going to be above that mark through sunset at least. Temperature sliding into the 60s, a very comfortable night tonight. But as we get towards the weekend, Karen, things are going to change in a hurry next week. A rude awakening awaits us on the other side of Sunday, and we'll check that out for you in a few minutes. Karen?
Right, well, enjoy it while it lasts. Any parent or teacher can tell you adjusting to remote learning has been really challenging during the pandemic. At times, children can lose their opportunity for a fair chance at learning. Paula Dutman has found several people around Metro Detroit going above and beyond to keep their students connected and learning.
I think it's a pretty good assumption that there are a lot of people who are concerned about students getting lost this remote learning year. We've seen it at protests in Macomb County.
One time, one of my friends couldn't get in, their Wi-Fi was broken, and they had to come all the way to my house.
For a family in Oakland County, one child has a laptop for learning, the other child does not.
I feel sad because I don't get to learn anything else.
I also feel bad that he's not in class right now and I'm in class.
And in Wayne County, thousands of students still struggle just to get connected. But what we're also seeing is a yeoman's effort on the part of some districts and teachers to be human bridges to that disconnect. In every corner of the Tri-County area, we see teachers like these in the Southfield Public School System pulling together educational care packets that will be hand-delivered to the students who still can't get connected for a variety of reasons. And in the Wayne Westland District, we met a 5th grade teacher who's going above and beyond to simply keep her students any way she can.
I had 2 kids that their mics didn't work the first time. They could hear me, but their mic couldn't work.
Not only is she remote teaching, but she's putting together lesson plans to teach with no students present.
I see them on the screen, but I have them on mute so that I'm not getting that feedback that I get from them. Like I read a book that is funny and they're not laughing, because they're on mute. So it's just that connection it's sad. It's very hard.
She's working with her tech staff to get more students connected.
You can see my whiteboard and then your whiteboard.
Okay.
So now if you click on my whiteboard.
She's troubleshooting students who come to her with tech issues, and she's field dressing broken laptops.
I fixed their mic issue and then I dropped it off at the end of the day.
She keeps 4 computers and her phone going at all times during the day, and then she goes home to her own children, and then she teaches them.
Where do you have to find the reasoning from?
The reasoning fits the sentence.
And then she's on the phone in the evenings, trying to connect with students and their parents. It is grueling and emotional.
Your mind is constantly going. Not only are you figuring out how to change things virtually for all the kids, but you are trying to still make your connections with them.
But she, like so many other teachers, is determined to not lose a single solitary student in this fractured abyss of learning. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
So in awe of all of those teachers working so hard. All right, thank you, Paula. We appreciate it. Still ahead here first at 4. Will the biggest online shopping day of the year fall in the month of October? We've got some new clues for bargain hunters. Also, watch out for that flying object. The International Space Station takes evasive action, and why that's not uncommon. First, holding Facebook accountable. A new lawsuit blames the website for creating a dangerous situation. We'll talk about new legal action coming up next.